Hi everyone. I continue on the lesson. So I'm doing topic 15, which is about factoring, and now I want to talk about factoring, just polynomial, or when we have just three terms. Okay, so three terms in this way. So one of them is just a squared, one of them is power 1. So I have something which is power 2 to power 2 squared, and I have the same thing power 1, and I have a number, and I want to see how can I factor. So this type, okay, so something is squared, the same thing power 1, something is squared here, the same thing power 1, and then the same thing power 0, which is 1, so which is just a number. So I want to see how can I just factor this. So I do two categories. So one of them I talk about if a is 1, the number beside x squared, the number beside a squared 1 is 1 or not 1. So I talk about both of them. So it says simple trinomials, or so then if I say simple trinomials, then you would say, oh, how about hard trinomials? And oh, if it's hard, then we believe we don't understand. So I do like to say simple or complicated, because if you know what to do, all of them are easy. So all of them are simple. So here I would say just the one which has a equal 1, the one that has the coefficient beside x squared, coefficient beside the squared 1 equal 1. So one of them is that, and the other one when the coefficient beside x squared is not 1. So now I talk about this. So now this is the general case, and the first one I am going to talk about this one. So what can I do here? So I have to look for two numbers. Look at this. If I multiple x plus a and x plus b, what happened? So I have x squared, I have a plus bx, and I have ab. So if I can find two numbers that when I multiple them, it will be this, and when I add them, it will be this, then I can say I found the answer, because I can say x plus a multiple x plus b. So see, if I have these and I can find two numbers that when I multiple it's c, when I add it's b, don't say when I multiple is the last one, when I add is the middle one, because how about if I change the order? So you have to say when I multiple it's the number 1, and when I add it's the one beside x. So I can say I found the answer, because it's x plus a multiple x plus b, and I am done. So I want to show you an example. So the first one is this one. Is a equal 1? Yes. Beside x squared, I see just 1. So that's 1. So that's the first type. Perfect. So I have to look for two numbers. I have to find two numbers. If I multiple them 15, if I add them 8. How do I know? Because I look at there. So if I multiple them, must be the number. If I add them, must be the one beside x. So I have to look for that. So I have 15. I can say, I have to break 15 to two numbers. 1 multiple 15. Is 1 multiple 15 the answer? No, because when I add 1 and 15, instead of 8, I have 16. So this is not the answer. 15 equal 3 multiple 5. Oh, yes, it's answer, because 3 plus 5 is also 8. So this is the answer. Perfect. So 3 multiple 5 is 15. 3 plus 5 is 8. Perfect. This guy and this guy. This guy and this guy. So it is equal x plus this multiple x plus this. Done. So the next one, I am looking for two numbers. If I multiple them, it's minus 15. If I add them, it's 2. So I'm looking for that. So here, okay, so minus 15 equal minus 1 multiple 15. If I add minus 1 and 15, what is the answer? 14. So this is not the answer. No. Okay, minus 15 equal, how about minus 5 multiple 3? Okay, if I add minus 5 and 3, the answer is minus 2. So this is not the answer. How about minus 15 equal minus 3 multiple 5? If I add minus 3 and 5, yes, it's 2. Okay, so perfect. I found the answer. So minus 3 multiple 5 is minus 15. 5 minus 3 is 2. So if I add, so when I add, it's that. When I multiple, it's this. The reason you see instead of 5 plus 3, you see 5 minus 3 because I have one negative, one positive. So here, I'm in reality, I am adding them. Okay, so the answer is m. M minus 3 multiple m plus 5 when I factor. Okay, so maybe I can write it there. Okay, so okay, this way. How about here? I am looking for two numbers. If I multiple them, it is minus. It is 3. If I add them, it's minus 4. Okay, what do you find here? Okay, minus 3 and minus 1. Because when I multiple, it is 3. When I add, it is minus 4. Yes, this is what I want. Oh, perfect. So what is the answer? X minus 3 multiple x minus 1. Done. Sometimes I see when I give this question to a student, they do equal 0 and they say x equal 3, x equal 1. How do you know it's equal 0? Don't change your question. Your question is a math expression, not an equation. So don't change it to an equation. Wrong. Okay? And you don't need to solve it. Maybe it's equal 100. We don't know. Okay? So how about here? Oh, here it's a cube. I don't know what to do. But I notice I can do common factoring. So at the beginning, the first thing comes to your mind must be common factoring. Do I have anything in common? 3x multiple. Yes, x squared minus 4x plus 3. And then I can say 3x multiple, the same as there. So x minus 3 multiple x minus 1. Okay, because I have it from here. Okay, so now. Okay, so here, these are questions that are done and you can see them just in the lesson. If you want to see the lesson, you have to just go to the link that I share for OneNote. Okay, so here, I'm looking for two numbers, 30, and so if I multiple 30, if I add them 11, so it's 5 and 6. So I can say x, x plus 5 multiple x plus 6. The next one is 18, minus 18 and 7. Okay, minus 2 and 9. If I multiple minus 18, if I add them 7. Yes. How about this one? 4 and minus 3. So if I multiple, it's minus 12. If I add is 1. How about here? Okay, look at the where is it? So look at the order. What is the order here? The order is, I have to change it. I have to change the order in order to see the same thing, because otherwise I make mistake. So I have minus y squared plus 7y plus 8. Oh, I say this is not the first case, because the first case must be a equal 1, not minus 1. But how about I factor minus 1? Remember, when I factor minus 1, I have to change all of the signs from positive to negative. If I have positive, so I have to factor minus from all of them. And then I can search for the answer. then I can find two numbers, because then A is 1. So I can find two numbers. If I multiple is -8, if I add is -7. So -8 and 1. Okay, so this is the answer here. So here, yes, you can continue. You are looking for two numbers. You want to have 20 and 12. So here you can stop the video, do it on your own, and then check, or go to one note and then see. Make sure to do many practice. The next one, A is not 1, but you can factor 5. So you can make it 1. Remember, if you have y, then in the parentheses, when you want to write the equation, you have the expression, you have to write y plus 2, y plus 6, because I have y there. It's not always x. I have to pay attention. The next one here is x cube. Yes, I know, but I can factor x. So then I can factor the same as all of them here. Okay, so these are all the good examples that you have. And then I talk about this here. Okay, so how about the second case? The second case, when A is not 1. When A is not 1. So what should I do here? See, I can talk about all of these here, and I can explain all of these here, and I can just say all of these steps. But to me, it's just very time consuming, and it's just such a wasting time, because I have to show you on the example. So I want you to pay attention to the example and make sure to pay attention very well, and then we can just do more examples. Okay, so then we can say, okay, I know the lesson. So here, okay, so here I am looking for two numbers. If I multiply them, I am looking for A and B. If I multiply them is this 3 multiple 2, which is AC. So if I have ax squared plus bx plus c, okay? If I add them, it is 7, which is b, okay? Okay, so if I add them, it's b here. Don't say if I add them, it's in the middle, because maybe I changed the order. So if I multiply them, it's multiplication of the one which is just a number and the one which is beside a squared. If I add them, is the same as the one that is, okay, beside just x power 1. Okay, so what do you find? Okay, so I need 6. Okay, so 6 and 1. 6 and 1. If I multiply them, it's 6. If I add them, it's 7. Oh, perfect. Yes. Okay, so now the next step. Don't touch the one with x squared. Don't touch the one which is just a number. Just instead of the one that has x, just write plus 6x plus x. So instead of 7x, write 6x plus 1x. How do I know 6 and 1? I look at here. Those numbers that I found. Plus 2 equal. Okay, now from first two, can factor what is in common. Okay, so 3, so I do it step by step. Okay, so plus 2 equal. Okay, 3x multiple x plus 2. From the second tool, factor what is in common. Okay, no, I just have to factor 1. Now, from these two, factor what is in common. If you don't see something in common, you made a mistake. What do I see in common is this one. So I can factor that. Okay, so I factor x plus 2. And what is left from first one? 3x. What is left from the second one is 1. Done. I factored. Okay, so this one, you need to do more work. But if you know, it's very easy. Okay, so I am looking for two numbers. If I multiply them, is this 12. If I add them, it's minus 13. which is minus 12 and minus 1. Okay, the first one, which is x squared, I don't touch. The second one, which is x, I write minus 12x minus 1x. How do I know? I look at these two numbers. Plus 3. Then from the first two, factor what is in common. From the second, factor what is in common. And then from both of them, factor what is in common. You have to see a bracket is in common. Otherwise, you made a mistake. Okay, done. Good. Okay, so just 1 second here. Yeah. Yes. Okay. So I continue here. I'm looking for two numbers. If I multiply them, minus 12. If I add them, minus 1. Minus 4 and 3. Okay. So I don't touch the one which is x squared. Instead of minus x, I write minus 4x plus 3x. I don't touch the one which is number. Also, pay attention. Sometimes I see a student, they write minus 4x plus 3. They forget x. Remember, for both of them, you need x. When you rewrite the one with x, you need x for both of them. Okay, so sometimes one of the x is missing. Equal. So 2x factor, now 3 factor from the next one. Now I factor x minus 2. Okay, now I go to the next one. Okay, so I am looking for two numbers. If I multiply them, 30. If I add them, 11. Okay, so 2y squared I don't touch. This one I write. Oh, I have to find those numbers. Yes, so okay, so 30 and 11. Okay, so 5 and 6. Okay, 5 and 6. Yes, if I add them, 11. If I multiply them, 30. Yes, perfect. So 5x, sorry, 5y plus 6y. If I write x, then it will be very hard. Okay, so 15 equal. So from the first one, I factor y. From the second one, I factor 3. Then it is 2y plus 5 multiple y plus 3. Okay? Okay. The last but not least is this one. So, do I have anything in common? I can make it easier. Make sure every time check if you have anything in common. Yes, I have 4 in common. 4 multiple 5x squared minus 11x plus 2. It's easier. Yes, now I am looking for two numbers. If I multiply them is 10. If I add them, it's minus 11. So it's minus 10 and minus 1. So now 4 multiple 5x squared, oops, minus 10x minus x plus 2 equal 4 multiple 5x multiple x minus 2 minus x minus 2. Okay, I factor minus, and then I factor 5, so x minus 2. So x minus 2 multiple 5x minus 1. And how do I know I didn't make mistake? I can just multiply them. When I multiply them, I see I didn't make mistake. Okay? So how about here? Oh, look at here. I have x squared. I have y squared. Oops. Oh my god. Let me see. Yes, it's working. So x squared, y squared. Crazy. Okay. X squared, Y squared. Okay, doesn't matter. I can look at here. I have Y here as well. So I can say I am looking for two numbers. Looking for two numbers. If I multiply them is 35 y squared. If I add them is 12y. How? Because see, this is 12 and y together. So I consider this together as b. And I consider this whole thing as c. Okay? So, yes, I can answer and say it is 7y and 5y. Okay, so now it is x plus 5y multiple x plus 7y. Okay? So, now you can do the same thing for here, for this one. So, yes, I am looking for two numbers. If I multiply them, it's 6y squared. And if I add them, it's 7y. So I can say 6y and 1y, and then I can rewrite the middle one, so I don't touch 3x squared, I don't touch the last one, I rewrite this in the middle. And then I factor from first 2, common factoring, and common factoring from second 2, and then I factor the bracket which is in common. The same as what I did here for the second type, okay, that a is not 1. Okay, look at all of these examples. So I did all of them for you and you can see them in OneNote. Okay, so here I have, so make sure to pay attention which one is for beside x squared or m squared, which one is beside the one with power 1, which one is the number. Okay, so check all of them. Okay, so this one I said homework, so maybe I can do that here. Okay, so I am looking for two numbers. If I multiply them, it's this, which is here. If I add them, is here. Okay, so now I can say minus 10y and minus y. So now I can write it. Okay, so 2x squared minus 10xy minus xy plus 5y squared. Now I can factor from these two, 2x multiple 1, sorry, x multiple 5y minus y multiple x minus 5y. And then I factor x minus 5y, 2x is left, and here minus y is left. Okay? So, here, okay, so what is that here? So, yes. So far, so good? Yeah. Okay, so how about here? Okay, I am looking for something to factor, common factoring. Do I have it? Yes. Okay, so I can factor 2. Okay, so m squared minus 2mn minus 3n squared. So I am looking for two numbers. If I multiply them is minus 3n squared. If I add them, oops, minus 2n. Okay, so how about minus 3n and 1n? Because when I add them is minus 2n, when I multiply them is minus 3n2. Yes. Okay, so now it is 2 multiple m minus 3n, because beside m I see 1. See? So I say this is category number 1. So m minus 3n multiple m plus n. Okay? So, yeah. Okay, so this one is done here, and for you, and then I can do this one. So here I said I can remove those. Okay, so how about this one? Okay, so I am looking for two numbers. If I multiply them is minus 32 Q2. If I add them is 14 Q. Okay, so let me think here. 16 Q and minus 2 Q. Okay, if I add them is 14 Q. If I multiply them is minus 32 Q. Perfect. So it is P plus 16 Q multiple P minus 2 Q. Okay. Okay, so how about this? How about this one? So I am looking for two numbers. If I multiply them is minus 36 by 2. If I add them is 5y. Am I right? Yes. Okay, so what can I say here? Let me see. Okay, so 12 and 3, no, it doesn't work. Okay, so minus 9y and 4y. See, if I multiply them is minus 36y squared. If I add them is 5y. No, if I add them is minus 5y. So I have to put the minus here. See, I have to just think about numbers. So 1 and 36, 2 and 18, 3 and 12. Just 4 and 9. So, and then which one minus, which one plus? Okay, so then this is x minus, okay, x plus 9y multiple x minus 4y. Okay, so that's the answer here. Okay, so look at all of these examples. So these are just added by me for you to do more practice. Okay, so just make sure to work on them. Okay, so they are just good numbers and just good examples for you to do more practice here. So just good exercise for brain. Perfect. Okay, and then I do this one in the next video. So I have one page here and two and just three here. Okay, so how about I just finish this in this video as well. Okay, so substitution. What do I mean by substitution? Okay, so look at here. Look at the expression here. So I'm not sure if I zoom it stays, just cooperate with me. Okay, yes. See, you see a bracket squared. You see another bracket. If you expand, if you do x plus y squared, if you use Pascal, then it's very hard. Okay, so don't do that. When you see something squared, oops, wow, what happened? Okay, crazy. Want to see what happened here? Okay, it's not working. Okay, so yes, was it here? Yeah. Okay, so that's crazy. Yeah. Okay, so when I see something squared, it's I don't know what happened here. Okay, so I better finish here and then I start in the next one. So oops. So I just do this in the next video. Thank you so much.